All right, so I'm sure you'd have seen all the shit that's going on this week with Trump. So he dropped the shoe. Niggas came out, dumbass white folks, disconnected, say, oh, well, they'll really get behind him and rally behind him now because they love gym shoes and he has a gym shoe now. A couple days after that, Trump at the rally, like, I've been indicted 4 times, got a mug shot. Of course the blacks love me. which I hate to say, it's some niggas like, oh yeah, he black type shit.
Yeah, niggas are stupid.
Because it's some niggas out there like, oh yeah, that's why I fuck with him. Like,
yeah, niggas will give you anything just cause.
Yeah. So I really hate that that's a real thing, but I'm hating the narrative that white America is getting from that. The fact that because you dropped the gym shoe and you fighting cases, that's instantly gonna make us go, oh no, we voting for that nigga. Like, what? Nigga, like, no.
Be real with you. I feel like that's better than the true narrative as to why niggas are voting for that nigga. That punk ass $1,200.
Yeah.
That punk ass $1,200.
The $1,200 and the fact niggas was able to scam while that nigga was in that bitch. That's what
now peep this, right? You could have scammed.
Yeah.
Just anybody being president. That was just the system.
That's what I was telling niggas, like, bro, it didn't matter who was in that bitch, but
niggas sold they soul, right? For that punk ass $1,200 every 2 weeks. Like, you couldn't get a job for that.
Yeah.
Niggas like Trump, just because he showed them what it was like to be a hoe with a decent pimp.
There you go, folks.
There you go. Niggas like Trump, because he showed them what it's like to be a hoe with a decent pimp. You could do all of the ignorant nigga shit you was doing. You ain't got to go to work or nothing in here. When I make the money, because they made money off the reason we all got that money, you can take these with a couple dollars. Go and get you something cute, bitch.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. And then you got your boy Al Sharpton coming out. I hate it because individuals like that put such a bad spin on the true struggle. Because you got niggas like him who will come out and then try and browbeat you with this motherfucker say, have you no shame?
Shot. And those blacks that are standing there with him, have you no shame?
Have I no shame?
Nigga, do you? You notice he started acting like that since his sperm got short?
Yeah. He got real sassy.
He got that little trim. That bitch got cute, didn't he?
Right. He's like, yeah, bitch, I done lost this weight. I'm on y'all ass now.
You seen that?
Fat Al Sharpton would have been a lot more laid back about this
Fat Al Sharpton would have had a whole walk. We shall overcome this nigga.
Exactly.
Skinny Al Sharpton asking us, have we no shame in this bitch? Nigga, you have no shame?
You snake motherfucker. Nah.
Wasn't you the same one that, what will Monique say? You was gonna rally behind that good black sister. And now you shaking hands with TD Jakes and Diddy, nigga. Have you no shame, motherfucker? What you mean?
Exactly. It hurts everything in general, because it's like, and not to try and put it off on leadership and all shit, because like your life is determined by you. But when motherfuckers in position like this come out and do and say things like this, it points out the whole fucking shenanigans of the system. Like, dog, we live in a 2-party system. A 2-party system is literally rape with a caveat. You want a long dick or you want a fat dick, but you getting dick.
You getting dick.
You know what I mean? Like, so it's, yeah, you could choose, but
I've got $20 American, right? When y'all watch this, by the time the presidential election happens, that nigga Al Sharpton will be in one of them stupid ass pairs of shoes. I've got $20 American, money on the floor. Which one of y'all gonna give me the other 20? Because I know I'm gonna be right.
I could definitely see.
You can see it?
I can see situations changing.
Because what you just said is you want the fat dick or the skinny one. And he done already been a fat nigga, a skinny nigga. You don't know which one
he don't care.
Just like a hoe I knew in Detroit back in 62, 63. I go over a house on Saturday night. Bitch love me, man. Take a chicken and some pretzels. I come to the door. She's a man. Flip-flop is this shit. You ever seen a motherfucker flip-flop on you and shit like this in your face? Don't crazy be flipping this shit.
Hell yeah. Like, another interesting thing I was seeing with the Trump shit too, like how he was talking about earlier with the Reaper guy.
Yeah.
like, I feel like Donald Trump is really, now, before he was kind of what you call it when you interrupt the system. Hey, it's the passion of my homeboy Big T. Right now, we at about just over 500 subscribers. Help us run that number up and get to 750. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.
A disruptor.
He's a disruptor, right? Now he's becoming a pawn, whether he knows it or not.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because that's what I always say about like my generation. Like I'm almost 40, so I always say my generation had the ability to make the change, but the system was still too ingrained in itself to let any of that shit go. You know what I mean? Like we could stand up, we could do all type of shit, but wasn't that happening because that's what ran everything. And he's to the point now where, okay, you jumped into the system and you was from outside of that bitch, but now you done been in it and it has learned how to use you in spite of you.
Yeah.
Like nigga, a bureaucracy, once it exists, its sole purpose is to continue to exist, not to do whatever the fuck we created it to do.
Right.
So for niggas to jump in and be like, oh yeah, I'm about to... No, you're not, bro. No, you're not. They'll kill you before they let you do it. And they will kill you
before they let you do it.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. Do you think that all of these different countries and continents is under different governments, or they all under one shadow government?
One shadow. Because it's at that level, it's all economics. And it ain't like it's a bunch of niggas with no whole lot of money. So...
What's the economics too? Like, what you think their goal is? If you could, like, guess one, if you even had one in mind.
To get you to a point where you don't own anything. You get use of whatever, but you don't own the rights to anything, not even your ideas.
So, like, global Marxism, damn near.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it'll be given to you under the guise of making your life a lot easier. You got less choices you got to make.
Yeah.
But you also got less choices you can make. Right. So.
All right. Damn.
Yeah. It's spooky out here. And they play the long game. Like, their white papers are 100-year studies. So they ain't saying what it's going to look like in 10 or 20 or 30. In 100 years from now, this is what the fuck is going to look like. And this is what we're doing today to make it look like that in 100.
What if everybody just stopped paying taxes at one time?
It'll be interesting to see what the system does
In
back to you.
That, right?
Yeah, because they ain't just going to be like, oh, all right, we give up. They're going to be like, oh, word? Okay. New pandemic. There you go. Deal with that. Okay, yeah, y'all ain't paying taxes here. Deal with that. Now, yeah. Here. Let me see you boycott that, motherfucker. Now I'm going to kill 25% of y'all.
Well, shit, it sounds like you just need to be a snowflake in this world.
Man.
Melt away and freeze back up when it's time to go.
Man, that's what I keep telling everybody. Like, get ready to focus on you. I got a thing I always ask people, like, I ask them, are your feet wet?
What you mean by that?
Nigga, the ship's sinking.
Oh, damn.
Is it just me with wet feet, or is everybody's feet wet? Because think about this, right? So, cost of everything is through the roof, right? We're sending more money out of the country than we've ever sent to anyone. There are more new people streaming into this country than has ever happened in history. I'm talking about from when they first opened the gates, the floodgates, and let all the Europeans come in. We letting in more people than that. And when the last time have you had a raise?
I don't want to comment on that.
Yeah, I mean?
But continue forward.
Exactly. It's a question of, do we all think it's getting better, or do we all agree that shit is getting worse?
Slowly, gradually, it's getting worse.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's the thing, is like, it's to a point where they make us focus on the differences instead of what our real issues are. Real issues is economics, nigga. Fuck race, fuck gender, fuck all of that shit. Rich niggas ain't in the streets protesting about shit.
Yeah.
Because they too busy running this bitch and getting that bag, right?
And that's perspective on rich.
Yeah, I give you that.
A lot of people's understanding of rich
is
not
for sure.
Even what it actually
is. For sure.
Like, we be thinking niggas with like 100 million.
Like, nah.
Nigga, you're nothing compared to like what's really out here.
Yeah, like the real bread, like the shit that they don't track.
See,
that money.
That's another thing too. Do you think that when it comes to real power, Is there any difference between somebody who has about like 2-3 million versus somebody who has 100?
I feel like no, on that level, because at that point, your power isn't what you can physically do. It's the influence you have to impact the system or whatever the fuck you're involved in. And you could be a small time player who got more impact than the nigga who put this whole shit together.
Yeah.
But those change.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the motherfuckers that never change. The motherfuckers who've been running things for the last 1,000 years.
So where do you think they would be at? And what do they even, you think they even operate in money?
Nah, I think for them it's more so resources. Like,
so what would be the resources?
The natural ones. The shit that we can't make more of.
What is natural?
Water. Like, you know, have you... Most motherfuckers probably never checked what it costs to build a desalination plant. Mm-hmm. And you would think, with countries in the Middle East having all that cheese, everybody have all the fresh water they need. You off the ocean, you got the bread to build desalination plants. Why not just take the salt out the ocean and drink that shit? Which some countries do. But the cost is ridiculous. Plus, you producing all of this salt that you don't have shit you can do with. And the energy it costs to remove the salt from the water is astronomical.
Can't you like do something like electricity processing wise with salt? Like salt bills, like
Yeah, but what they're saying is the energy is taken to remove the salt from the water isn't worth the energy that you'll create from doing it. That's why everybody pushes so hard for fusion.
Something doesn't sound right there.
Of course, the science is sketchy as fuck because once again, it's the motherfuckers who run the oil industry. Why would I come up with an alternative to my number one product?
Right. You ever fuck?
Yeah, for sure, we fuck. But
yeah, I'm taking my $20 back. Fuck y'all, bitch.
I'm trying to tell you, but the thing that always keeps me going is the fact that out of chaos comes opportunity. So when you look around and you see a bunch of chaos, or there's chaos surrounding you, there's great opportunity in that. The person who brings order out of that. And you can do that on an individual level every day in your life.
Yeah, you can.
Order your life. You got a fucking stack of books in your room, organize them. Just see how that makes you feel. Just doing that one thing. And then start applying it to other parts of your life.
You said some shit there. Y'all should listen to that one. Rewind it. But like, comment, subscribe, and follow.